We've arrived in Rio, but we're waiting for the health officials to come on board and check the ship over. I think it's going to be late getting off the ship. It's already about 9:10. We've got a trip at 9:30, but we're not going to make that. But I guess we just take it as it comes. This is the most incredible building, but you just can't see it really in the mist. But like a big German chateau in the middle of Brazil.
It's the Petropolis Casino, built in 1936, up on the top of a hill in a cool tropical climate.
It's just a massive German building.
It's massive, it's huge. You need a photo of it.
Pool, 6 meters deep. That's massive. We're walking up to the Summer Palace, which belonged to the last emperor of Brazil. Now come to St. Peter's Cathedral. This is where we stopped for lunch. Well, not actually in that shadow, the stables over there, but we had a really fantastic lunch. And there's Anita. So this morning we're going off to see the sights of Rio, including Jesus, Sugarloaf and the Celeron Steps. So should be a packed day, but the weather is not looking too good, so we may be seeing it in the rain. But let's have a look.
So here we are about to get into the cable car to go up Sugarloaf Mountain.
Well, after all that travelling, there he is, in the mist. This is the Celeron Steps. The Chilean artists decorated each of these steps, and now there's tiles from all around the world. Just leaving Rio, but we're not going to see much because it's just started to really rain, so we're really lucky with the weather. But we're just leaving port now. Now we've got 3 days at sea. There's no one else. this is our last stop in South America, and it's in Fortaleza, which is in the north of Brazil. And we have just stopped on the beach for a beer, and I think Anita's going to have a coconut. Little bit of a shower on the beach.
You give your hand to me, then you say hello. I got a heart to speak.
You taught me that you're my very best, and it ain't no lie. If it would be to the test, you let me try. Depends on me. I want to break your heart. Don't break your heart. In the shadow, far from the shadow now.
We've been 4 days at sea, travelling up from Brazil, and now we're in the Caribbean and just arriving in Martinique. So this is looking out over the Port de France, and in there you will see our ship docked just there. So we've come up the hill a little bit. This is a church which is a copy of the Sacré-Cœur in Paris. As you can see, not in particularly good condition, but they're going to do a big renovation. So we're heading north, and this is up in the rainforest, and very like the vegetation and rainforest around Cairns, but very pretty. This is the volcano in Saint-Pierre, which erupted in 1902. A massive eruption coming down here onto this old town of Saint-Pierre, killing 30,000 people and destroying the town. And these are a few of the things that still remain from before the eruption. So this is the old jail. Only 2 people survived out of 30,000 when the volcano erupted, and one of them was a prisoner in that cell just there. So here's a Caribbean beach that we're just spending some time on, and it's just started raining. A couple of minutes ago it was beautiful and sunny here, and you can see there's a bit of black in the beach that comes from the volcano. We're back in Port de France. Lots of impressive looking buildings like this and little squares. Very French. This is Romney Manor, which I think used to be an old sugar press and then a rum distillery, and now they make the batik. The country of St Kitts is made up of the island of St Kitts and the island of Nevis, and that volcano over there is Nevis. And a local lemonade here
nice,
on the beach.
lemonade.
What was the beach called? On a beach somewhere in the
Concierta Beach or something.
Concierta Beach in the Caribbean. Just about see the top of the volcano that sits over St Kitts. So here we've got the cruise in shot glasses. I bought a shot glass in just about every port. There's a couple of ducks there, which are the ducks people hide on the ship. And these are all the ports, starting at the end there with LA or Malibu, and then coming here towards the end. There's a risque one from Martinique, and St Kitts, the last port, and then a glass from the ship. So that is the cruise in shot glasses. Brings it home to you just how many places we stopped. On this cruise I've been doing quite a lot of knitting, so this is the cruise in knitting. The first is this egg, but the egg turns into a penguin. So that was one of the first things that I knitted on the ship. And then I also knitted this snowman. I remember it was Christmas, and the snowman turns into a Christmas tree. I've also really been into sock knitting. This was the first sock that I knitted. Didn't do the second sock, but I do that when I get home. And I also knitted this single sock and ran out of wool, but hopefully when I get back I'll be able to buy some more of this wool and wipe the second one. But I did do a pair of socks, just a plain black pair of socks, and there's the other one to prove I did do two. Obviously the hardest part of the sock is turning the heel, but I think I've got that down now. And now what I'm working on is this scarf or shawl here. So I've just been knitting away at this. So lots of knitting on the ship. I also finished off a vest, which I've already packed that because we're getting off tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, so I'll put a picture of that up. But lots of knitting on the ship. Sad morning, the last knitters and natterers. CC looks very happy at the end. I have to say, Ronnie looks happy. But there's Eve showing off with a sock. Show us your sock, Eve. Wow, look at that. That's one that I did, and I've just given it to her as a little present. Okay, goodbye, knitters and natterers.
So it was fantastic for the Majestic Princess.
Baby, you love me. Now I know that's good.
Goodbye to our home for the last 2 months.